Okay, good afternoon. I'm A. Allen, and I'm here with my fellow Streetwise vendor, John Kidd. You are watching Streetwise Live on CAN-TV, Channel 21. We are also streaming live on cantv.org/hotline. You can also join the conversation by calling 312-738-1600. We're here to talk about Streetwise. Who, what, where, and why. Being a Streetwise vendor, you might know someone that's out there that's probably sitting on their couch, channel surfing, and thinking about, what can I do to get a job? And a lot of people, they are unemployable, or they may feel like they are unemployable. But have you ever thought about working for yourself? And here at Streetwise, this is what we do. We are entrepreneurs, and we are working for ourselves. We post up and we sell our magazines. We're working for ourselves. If you could be on time for a job at a certain time of the day, then surely you can be on time for yourself, because you appoint the hours in which you will be at your location. And when you come, we'll give you 15 free papers. We'll give you a location, and we'll give you a identification badge. And our orientation is Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 o'clock. All you have to do is come to 4554 North Broadway, come to Street 350. It's right off the red light off Wilson CTA. Come early and get you some breakfast, get you some sales training, receive a badge, and receive magazines, and we'll get your wheels rolling. So come and be a part of Streetwise. You won't regret it. Also, we have more information about Streetwise. You can check at www.streetwise.org on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or even YouTube. Or you can even call. You can call 773-334-6600. It's great for Streetwise vendors and for vendors all over the world. This week we're celebrating Vendors Week. Vendors Week. The magazine cover, Vendors Week, is for vendors all over the world. So Streetwise is just a Chicago magazine. But we have vendors all over the world that's doing the same thing. Selling papers to make a living, being entrepreneurs, working for themselves, and getting to know people. Okay, that's basically, it's not about the money. It's about getting to know people. When you put yourself in the position to know people, it's a wonderful thing, because you'll be surprised who you might meet, when you're out here working for yourself. We have John Kidd, and maybe he want to talk a little bit about his experience of being a Streetwise vendor. So we're going to open up the door for Mr. Kidd to talk a little bit about.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is John Kidd. I'm a vendor for Streetwise. I've been with Streetwise for about 2.5 years now. And Streetwise, since coming to Streetwise, has opened up a lot of doors for me in different areas of my life. Because when I was at my lowest and I thought there was no jobs for employment out there, it seemed like I didn't have a place to turn until I came to Streetwise and went through their orientation. I started learning what they was really about. And Streetwise is another branch of another part of another family to me. I have my biological family, but Streetwise is another family since I've been with them, because all the people are very, very kind. They care about you. They don't just care about you, how many magazines you can sell for them. They treat you with kindness, dignity. And Streetwise is it's just another door to open up other doors for your future. If you want to own and operate your own business, because we all are independent vendors. We don't work for nobody. We work for ourselves. But if you have any abilities and agilities to be very sociable with people, you would make it. You would make it with Streetwise out there. Now, I always have been a sociable person. I'm a people person. I love meeting people, talking to people, and since working at Streetwise, I have met people from all around the whole entire world, not just United States, all over the world. And I see these people on a regular base. Not the ones from overseas. I see them there occasionally, but it's a blessing to meet people like that, because you get a chance to get some kind of experience and some kind of knowledge of their culture, of how they live, because this world is a big place. If you don't get out there and try to venture or explore this world, you will always be trapped in a little small box. And I stepped outside of that box because I always consider myself as a visionary. See, I have visions, I have goals and dreams, but one thing I've learned on this journey, I have to stay away from dream killers, because you have people can look at you and tell you you ain't or you can't do this or that. Those are the people you need to step aside and move away from, because those people are hold you down and block you from your blessings, you know. But Streetwise is a good company, organization. I love Streetwise. I love what they're doing, and the papers are very excellent. The articles are in there. They're very good, because it's like a hot topic talk show. Whatever's going on currently at the time, that's what you would find on the front of the magazine. And once you open up the magazine, you would find more information about that, what you saw on the front cover. And Alan has been a very good, dear, close friend of mine. Just been knowing him for a couple of years, but it seems like
Seems like a lifetime.
it seems like we've been knowing each other half our lives.
Because for one reason is because we came from the same area in life, whereas we were struggling with, we had problems, and that's what I like about what you said. We a family, you know, and we feel like a family because, you know, we're involved in the same thing. But not only are we a family, but this issue is International Vendors Week, and what International Vendors Week is about a much bigger family. The much bigger family is street papers are all over the world, and International Network of Street Papers is the big picture of our papers, because we have vendors all over the world. A matter of fact, INSP, which stands for International Network of Street Papers, is made up of 100 different street papers. And not only that, it's being sold in 35 different countries, and it's being produced in 25 different languages, and has over 8,750 vendors selling Streetwise papers, and it brings in a revenue of 4.6 million readers of Streetwise worldwide. So it's really a big, and the revenue 19.4 million street papers was being sold across the world in the past year, and there was a grand total of 32.4 million in the pockets of the vendors. Okay, so it's really a big network of people. Okay, and so right now we'd like to show you a video of our international street papers. Check this out. This is from all over the world. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Vendors from all over the world waving at you. Okay, so I'm so glad, like you were saying, John, to be a part of a bigger family, okay? We didn't choose the family we was born in, but we get a chance to choose the family of Streetwise. And
Amen.
we get a chance to choose the family of being a part of International Network of Street Papers, you know? And it's a wonderful thing. And this issue is actually about people from all over the world, okay? We got our very own Keith Hardeman from Chicago. Now, he experienced some of the same thing me and you experienced, you know, as far as
Right.
being involved in drugs and gangs and things like that, okay? And a lot of times people wonder, is there a way out? Is there a way out of drugs? Is there a way out of gangs? Yes, there is, okay? If you're really sincere and you have your heart in the right place and you want to make you want to earn an honest, sober living, you're welcome to come to Streetwise. And like I say, it did a lot for John Kidd, and it did a lot for me, and it did a lot for Keith Hardeman. He's our let me let you take a look at Mr. Keith Hardeman. He's our cashier at Streetwise. He sells us the paper in the office, and he's a very good guy. And he's also a vendor, okay? Like myself, you know, I'm a vendor, but I also work in the office as a field supervisor to help people. And so we have stories from all over the world, people telling their stories about what street papers have done for them. And you know, I find that street papers do a lot for a lot of different people in a lot of different areas in the world. Okay, take this Bridget Claudia. Okay, we read the story about her today in current events and Streetwise. If you don't know how to read, you're welcome to come to current events so you can listen and find out what we actually selling. So it's good to know your product. And so the way we get to know our product, we have a current events, and we come to current events, and today we read the whole magazine. And this Claudia, she was a lady. She came to Streetwise, she came to the big issue, and she's from Glasgow, UK, United Kingdom. And she have 2 children, and she's a single parent, and she found a way up and out through selling street papers, okay? And it's a lot of interesting stories this week of a lot of different people that sell street papers. Okay, so street papers is not just for Chicago. We have some vendors in different parts of the world they told them, get a real job, okay? And Streetwise is a real job. What did you say?
Yes, it's there. Anytime you working and you earning money in an honest way, it's a job.
Yeah.
I mean, they have different jobs on different levels, on high, medium, and low levels.
Okay.
But a job is a job, you know, because you're not robbing, you're not taking, you're not breaking the law to do your job. So it is a job. Those are people that have their heads up in the clouds and the sky, but there's I believe in karma. You know, whatever they put out will come back to them. And the same people that they look down upon, when they taking a fall, they're gonna meet those people on the way down. You know, and they're gonna see. They're gonna see their mistakes of how they put people down, and you shouldn't put people down because of your status, because of your financial status.
Right,
You know?
John. When you saw that video, what did you think about when you saw the international video?
Well, when I saw the international video, Alan, it just broadened my understanding up more larger about the organization. Because Streetwise is, like you said, it's not just local, it's international, all over the world, and that's important. But people do better when they know better. You know what I'm saying, Alan? And some people have narrow visions and narrow thoughts, so they think it's just maybe a magazine, some homeless man or woman out there trying to make a buck off, you know. But it's not all about that. You have big business people that's involved in this right here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
you know, like I said, when you don't know better, Alan, you just don't do better. You know, and ignorancy is a big thing out here, because you got so many people that are very ignorant. You know, and they want to just be judgmental and put people down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you have to realize who you are, or who you belong to, and make your stand. And don't let nobody ruin your self-esteem.
Right. So a lot of misconceptions that people have about people selling Streetwise. A lot of people think people that sell Streetwise are homeless, but we are not. Because you have an apartment, I have an apartment. We're not all homeless people. Okay, we may have been homeless at one point in our life, but we are not homeless now. Take for example. This guy, okay, John want to say something else.
Yeah. And I want to make another statement before we switch over to something else, Alan. A lot of people, they assume, because I sell my papers in front of a Starbucks, and they assume it's all about coffee, all about donuts, especially in the wintertime. You know, I understand people want to be kind and courteous and everything, but I have to let them know it's not about donuts, it's about donations, because when I go to ComEd and places like that, when I get these bills, I can't have donuts and coffee in my hand. I need to have something to pay these bills. So that's what it's about. And I'm not even a coffee drinker, but I tell them instantly, automatically, that if you bought one paper, that means more than 1,000 cups of coffee to me. I appreciate your generosity, trying to be kind, but buying a paper, that's what this is about. This is a job.
Yeah, so the bills must be paid. Yeah. But I do want to bring attention to one of these articles that was in the paper. This guy here, Tuna, he's 17 years old, and he's the provider for 3 of his siblings, his mother, his father, and his grandfather, and he's only 17. He covers all the bills, so he's a bread provider. And this is a great story that's in the magazine this week. If you don't have a vendor, find you a vendor so you can represent all vendors week, okay? Find you a vendor, get to know your vendor, okay? Find out what your vendor is trying to do with his life, because most of us, we have aims, we have aspirations. It's not just, to go out and sell a paper or to get some coffee or a donut or anything like that. We have bills to pay, right, John?
That's right, correct.
We have bills to pay. That was John's point. We have bills to pay. So, therefore, get to know a vendor, okay? Support your Streetwise vendor, okay? Anybody that's selling paper, if you're from out of town, find out a vendor and get to know your vendor, and try to be in their corner and get to know them, and so you can support them in what they're doing. Because a lot of us, we have worldly cars. We have came from a no place to a some place, and we're trying to go to a place that's better. Okay, we're trying to go to a place that's better. Like this guy, he's 17 years old. He's the sole provider of his household because he sells papers, which is a real good thing. And we have one more video that we'd like to show you all. And we're moving right along. This is pertaining to Streetwise, okay? Check out this video. This is us.
In the street, what do you see?
What do you see?
Do you see someone who rises before the sun every morning to catch the L at 95th and the Dan Ryan, headed towards the Ogilvy station to get the train to Glencoe, just in time for the morning rush? Do you see the long day ahead of me, my struggles, what I go through? Standing in the rain, under the sun, against the wind, or covered with snow? Many hours filled with rejection. Do you see my hand stretched out with a magazine, which I bought for 90 cents and sold to you for $2? When you see me on the street, what do you see? Do you see my smile that greets you? Hoping to demonstrate what I've learned about selling from mentors who believe in my potential. Do you see my confidence strengthen from having access to food, shelter, and clothing, restoring my dignity and self-respect? Do you see my dream for a new journey? An opportunity for transitioning to a career where I can learn new skills and grow? Can you imagine what would happen if you took a chance and hired me? I know you will feel my gratitude. And I know you feel my hope that more people will get the same care and respect that I found at Streetwise. that showed me the way to this place and this moment. So you can see me and know me and believe in what I can become.
And we're back. That's what Streetwise is all about, basically. Streetwise do have an advisory board, and the advisory board is like it's a team of Streetwise members that get together and try to solve the problems that we may have at Streetwise. Okay, we have the Oscars edition that's coming up next. And right now, Streetwise is in the process of reviewing these movies. The vendors are reviewing the movies and giving their opinions about what they saw. Okay, we have the Black Panther, we have the Black Klansman, we have the Green Book, Born to Win. We have a lot of different movies, and the Oscar edition will be coming up soon. But I want all the vendors that's out there who may want to become a vendor. We have our all vendors meeting every third Wednesday, but the time has been changed. It's normally 1 o'clock, but we're having it at 11 o'clock, okay? And February 24th, oh yeah, don't let me forget the gear. Look, we got new gear. Come in and get your new gear. We got the shirts, we got the hats, we got the vests. We got the vests like this, hey. We got the aprons, hey, we got a lot of new stuff going on at Streetwise, you know, and we really a family. Come and be a part of this family. Come to orientation Tuesday or Thursday, 10 o'clock. Come to orientation and find out what you've been missing. There's a lot going on with Streetwise, and you want to be a part of this because it's a growing thing. That's the reason why our color is green, because we're growing. And you want to grow with us. You don't want to miss out. So come and be a part of this. Come to 4554 North Broadway, Suite 350, Tuesday or Thursday, 10 o'clock. Don't be late. Come early enough to get you some breakfast. We're going to get your wheels rolling. We're going to give you an ID badge. We're going to give you a location. We're going to start you off 15 free papers. So thank you for watching. I want to thank my guest, John Kidd, for coming on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Right, sir.
And find your vendor and support your vendor for Streetwise International Vendor Week. You know, support your vendor, get to know your vendor, talk to your vendor. And John might want to have something to say before we close.
Well, I just want to say it's been a pleasant day today, and thank you for viewing us. And we'll see you this time at the same place, same time next week.
Next week, we'll see you there. Tune us in. Thank you very much. Tune us in. Thank you very much.